Hey guys, and welcome to yet another speed build. Happy Thursday. How is everyone doing? Have we recovered from the university trailer dropping 2 days ago? I think I've just about regained consciousness since then. But yeah, so I'm back again, this time with an apartment speed build, which I have not done one of these in a while. I know I did a penthouse recently, but that's basically a whole entire house build. But I thought I'd get back and exercise my furnishing skills, because I've said in many videos, I spend so long on the exterior that by the time it comes to the interior, I'm like, woo, I'm pooped. But I had a very clear vision for this apartment, and I found some inspiration on the interwebs, Pinterest of course, because I love it, and yeah, I decided to use that apartment to basically base this whole thing off. It was very much a retro kind of vibe, lots of vintage pieces, mid-century pieces, mismatched all over the place, but still very high end. I think it was an apartment on, where was it? No, I was about to say Park Lane then, and that does not exist. It does not exist in America. Park Lane is definitely Park Avenue. That's the one. It exists on Park Avenue. I presume Park Avenue is really, I actually did this and found this as a suggestion from you guys on the community tab. If I look quickly who actually did the suggestion. But yeah, I saw doing like a traditional Park Lane apartment and doing maybe a slightly more youthful, we'll call it youthful, Soho apartment. But when I searched Park Lane, it wasn't the stereotypical Park Lane at all. So I keep on saying Park Lane, Park Avenue that I was expecting, but I still liked it, and I was like, do you know what, we're just gonna go with this. Let me see, I am scrolling. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say your name is Volta because it's got a J in it. What about another penthouse, either Park Avenue inspired, more traditional and elegant? I'm sorry, it wasn't traditional and elegant, but it is Park Avenue, or perhaps more modern one from Soho. Yes. So yeah, it's basically nothing like you asked for, but I did take that as inspiration for what I did do. So yeah, this is what it is. All of the CC in this is either mine or Peacemaker's. You will see there is a Felix and Orchid on the table, and I totally deleted that before I uploaded it. So yeah, that's been replaced. I wanted to keep it just free to download content on this one, just for a change, mix it up. I still haven't found my CC free groove, but I think with university coming, I should be back to my CC free best. Yes, I've already got my plans are working, so I'm very much looking forward to building. One thing I must say, that since doing my trailer reaction and analysis thing, definitely come to the conclusion that the campuses in the world are just for decoration, which, yes, I am very sad. So all the plans I had to make a university campus are kind of down the drain. Believe it or not, as I said, I'd planned out my whole entire, 6 weeks worth of videos until I think maybe a week or 2 weeks after the release of university. And it did actually include a 3-part Let's Build series on building a university campus. But yeah, that's gone now. So I'm having to rethink ideas. Thank you guys for leaving ideas on the community tab anyway, so I'll go through those. Some of them are still applicable, but the university campus is not, which I'm bummed, to be honest. I just wanted a university campus to be all lovely and just have Felix and content all over it. But hopefully there's some other university building or something I can fake. But it's definitely not going to be a functional university campus that I'm going to be making to suit the new world. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all the builds I can do, and most importantly, I'm just looking forward to the build buy content that we're going to get, because I'm just ready for it. Of course, like the student dorm stuff is kind of almost, I don't know, base game looking. You know, the student stuff, it's kind of childish. Might be good for kids' bedrooms as well, to be quite honest, which we really are lacking stuff for children's bedrooms, which is probably why I don't actually do them in any of my builds, including this one. No kids' bedroom. In this one, in fact, there's only one bedroom, one bathroom, and I do actually do a study there. If you can see the windows into that other room, that is going to be a office / study. And yeah, so in this one, I was like, what kind of retro kitchen? I didn't see the kitchen in this apartment. They didn't showcase it. So I couldn't get some kind of jumping off point. But I thought these island living counters actually worked really well. The wall units that kind of match the counters. I don't think I've used them yet. And I know no cabinets came with the counters and the now patched in island. Thank you, I can now finally do an island. But I wanted to use these, and I tell you what, it was a right brain ache. I think you can see I'm still fiddling around with them, trying to make them work. I was going to do them on one wall, then they just didn't look right. But I like this kind of higgledy-piggledy display unit thing that we have going on with plants and vases, and more. There's going to be more different types of clutter going on it as well, like plates and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I used the island living cabinets and everything, and then all of the accessories. Of course, I've still used kitchen everywhere because to be quite honest, now it is my go-to clutter set for kitchens, which I think is a good sign, because you know, I did work on it with Felix, so it's a good sign, a good testament that I actually go to that set more often than any other set that I have for kitchens. I'm trying not to be biased and keep on using my own kitchen. So yeah, that's what I mixed up for this. Also, I think it works better. To be quite honest, I'm not someone that needs to promote it at every opportunity. I just use what I think suits the build best, and I think this one suits the build a lot better. But yeah, I'm just going through, still cluttering more stuff. Totally missed out the whole entire talking about the dining room area, but yeah, that one's been done. I took a very, very long time actually to decide what kind of table and dining chair combo I was doing. I found another inspiration image actually on Pinterest. I say that I normally don't do inspiration images for interiors, but because I knew this was going to be an apartment, I actually did look for a clear direction to go off of. And I found one that kind of was the vibe I was looking to go with, and it had those wishbone chairs, and I was like, okay, we have those. I'm gonna go with the wishbone chairs. But it was just finding the right table combo. I have to say, I'm not a fan of most tables in the game. It's a really weird one. I've got this thing about dining tables that I never feel like they go with anything. There's no like plain and simple dining table, which I've got to say, in the kitchen, it's not plain and simple either. So that's why I didn't use it. It's quite I'd call it a complicated design. But yeah, I just want a nice, plain, simple dining table, and to like not really be the center of attention and let the chairs be the focal point. But I don't think we really have that in the game at all. So yeah, but anyway, we've moved on to the study here. I did my usual let's raise a that bookshelf from Get to Work trick, and I've got to say the kitchen set cabinets are my most used thing outside of the kitchen. I use the cabinets a lot. for these kind of built-in units and just general, meant to look like storage. You know, in every house you normally have storage, because trust me, there's got to be some more storage in this place than is on display. But I definitely like using it in studies. I think I'm going to start using it more just around houses instead of putting plants into corners all the time, which, yes, that's what I do. I am a corner plant shoveler, but maybe putting storage in, because to be quite honest, that's what it is in real life. You got to have some storage somewhere. Yeah, but with the kitchen, I really like the wood grain on it and everything, and any excuse to use it, I will use it. Also, I've always found it really difficult to clutter up and find stuff to clutter shelves, and I saw those like little cardboard boxes there that came with Get to Work, and I was just like, yes, I've never used these, and I was like, this is really, really, really helpful. I'm just like, when I have to do a CC free build, I know what to put in the study now, which I never normally use those. I know I think there's another version with the lid on, so I can mix and match those. I'm very excited. But yeah, all of the CC is going to be linked in my Tumblr post, and the Tumblr post, as per usual, is the top line of the description. It's there in bold, but still some people don't see it. But right there at the top of the description box will be a link to the Tumblr post where you can actually download this. This is a room, because they didn't figure out an apartment system. Shade indeed. Yeah, it's a room. So what I've done is I've gone along and I've deleted 3 sections of wall. Basically, I've deleted the wall behind each of the doors into the bedroom, the study, and the bathroom. So you'll need to put the wall back, put the wallpaper back, to make them rooms again. But yeah, so I've put it up. It's up on the gallery, it's up on Tumblr to download, and also all of the CC that has been used has been linked, listed, and all that good stuff. I do sometimes get questions of why I don't include CC with the lot download, and that's just because, you know, we seem to get patches very, very often with the game, and patches break things with custom content. You know, they may change the tuning or some kind of functioning of the custom content, and then the creator has to update it. So I just don't want to get into the black hole that is giving you out of date custom content. I think some of my first builds have lot uploads with the custom content included, and they're still there, and trust me, they're out of date. So I don't want to do that. So what I do is I link the CC instead, so that you go straight to the creator and you get the most up-to-date custom content. Because I know, I think I still have out-of-date Peacemaker content. There's a few of his vases. I know they changed the way that glass appeared in the game, and some of his old vases broke. They basically disappeared. The glass disappeared and became transparent, not in the usual way, just disappeared. And he did an update for that, but I still haven't updated. Whoops. So yeah, if I had used that and included it in a lot upload, you'd get the out of date custom content. So that's not what I want to do. So that's why I do it the way I do it. But I must say, I have every intention of making my own website with all of my builds so that you can easily find it. I do have them on Tumblr, but I did actually buy myself a website. I just haven't had the time to design it all and do it, but hopefully I'll get some time eventually, and I don't know what year, to organize it and put every single one of my builds up there. I'm definitely only going to do CC builds that I already have up on Tumblr, that I have all the CC like to link to. There's lots of times where my older content has CC that I no longer have in my game, because at the moment I'm just running on Peacemaker, my own content, and Felixander. Those are the 3 creators I have in my game. I have a few others that I'll put in just for specific builds, like Mutsk, that's the one. His windows, actually I think it's a girl, her windows. I'll put those in for certain types of builds, definitely ones that I do in Granite Falls always seem to have those builds. builds, those windows, but other than that, I don't really have any other creators in my game, so I probably will only add the lots that I have already listed and linked all the CC on my Tumblr for. Otherwise, I won't be able to find what is in the build when I go to upload it for my website. But yeah, so future plans are definitely there. It's just finding the time. Anyway, we're on to the bedroom. I was attempting to use this mid-century modern drawer unit that came with Get Famous, but you know what? The swatches weren't really doing it for me. I wanted to do some kind of weird combo with the drawer unit and the cabinet there, but I couldn't do it. So we just went with the wardrobe, and I end up putting these dividers in this room as well. In the main area, I've kind of divided up using half walls and then put these, raised these up, which are by Peacemaker. It's a bowling add-on set, so the originals are from the bowling pack, which of course you're going to need in order for those to show up in your game as well. But Peacemaker is very much a retro, mid-century modern kind of creator. His stuff is never ultra modern. He doesn't actually like ultra modern stuff, so all of his content, yes, you would describe it as modern, but it's definitely much retro inspired, 50s 60s kind of inspired. Yeah, definitely not the latest, I don't know, in this century, last century inspired, we'll put it that way. But again, this build, I was very much working on making sure that things were at the correct level on the wall. I have a habit of, because I'm building from up above, all of my paintings are too high. All of my kitchen cabinets are normally too high, but I was very much conscious and going down to eye level to make sure everything looked right for when you play in it. So yeah, that was my focus. That's definitely one of my weaknesses, is placing stuff too high on a wall, because I'm kind of centering it, but I'm looking from above. So you always end up making it too tall and too high on the wall. But we sorted it out this time. It's very good. If you are interested in moving your Sims in here, I think that the price of this is about 75,000 simoleons, which, to be quite honest, is not too bad. So you'll need 75,000 simoleons and whatever the deposit is for this one. It is, what was it? I'm squinting. My video is very small. 121 Hakim House, which I think that's one of my favourite lots to do. The other apartment that's included in this apartment complex is one of my faves too. It's like the perfect size family apartment. I think it's got 3 bedrooms and then a huge open plan living area. And yeah, I almost did that one, but then I thought I don't need it to be that big, so we're gonna do this one. Yeah, so maybe this is the start of renovating San Myshuno, I don't know. All of my old apartment builds I kind of scrapped because they have a lot of old custom content that I no longer use in them. So maybe I need to restart doing all of the apartments with just Peacemaker and my own and maybe Felixander content. So to go into my save file, which I am still, oh, that's one thing I've got to do is Glimmerbrook. Upload that. I'm just going to put the Glimmerbrook lots in that save file and not the ones I've done in other worlds, just to keep it so that I just release it each time a world is complete. But anyway, screenshots, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back very, very soon. Bye guys.
You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby, and I'll never let you down. Let you down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby, we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe was written in the stars, written in the stars.